Now we're rolling. Damn it, Man MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah, Mr. Zack Partridge. What up, dog?
What up, brother?
Back again with another Fighter Spotlight podcast. This time we are welcoming Mr. King Julian Ruiz, making his pro boxing debut this Friday night at the 801 Event Center, right?
Yes, sir.
The 801 Event Center this Friday. Yeah, we'll be there.
You guys gonna be there?
We'll be there.
Bet. Hey, it's gonna be tonight.
Trying to get Joel to come with us too, so we might have Joel with us too.
Okay.
Oh, bring a little bit of the XPI crew over there to cheer you on.
Hell yeah.
So, Julian, when you're making like boxing's a little bit different than MMA. Usually, like boxing, people stay a lot more active, right? You have like a lot more. How many amateur boxing fights did you have before you went pro?
I had 20. So I was 19-1. And like the thing is about my boxing, I didn't start boxing like competing until I was about like 21. And then I only did one, and then I moved up here to Salt Lake. And then because I never really had like the opportunity or was like never around a coach or anybody who would bring me around and stuff to and there was never like matches and things going on where I was from, you know, because I'm from Vernal, plenty of wrestling, but not too much boxing. And so when I moved up to Salt Lake, then it was once I started competing the first time up there, it was like back to back. It was like for a year or like 2 years of just like every other like few weeks, you know, it'd just be pretty much train everything specific boxing, but then I would train everything, my grappling and everything. And then my coach would be like, yo, there's a fight coming up this weekend or whatever. And now they would sign me up. The only thing I would do different, I would train hard, and then I would stop training about 3 days out of my boxing matches, and then I would just rest for 2 days straight, and then weigh in and get ready to rock and roll the third day of resting. So, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with how you gotta stay active and stuff. And really, before my last MMA fight, I mean, that's all I was doing is just doing amateur boxing matches and amateur Muay Thai matches. But yeah, like every single month, I think there was probably like 2 months total that I didn't, 2 or 3 months total I didn't compete within the last like 2 years.
Yeah. What do you think some of the advantages and disadvantages of bouncing back and forth from MMA to boxing and boxing to MMA?
There's a couple like things. Obviously, like one big factor everybody mentions to me when I box, all the boxing coaches, that my feet get too wide, because you know in MMA and stuff your feet get wide because you got to worry about kicks and takedowns. So that's a bad thing that can happen. Pretty typical thing that can happen if you're going from MMA to boxing is when you try to box, your feet get like wide and stuff. And then, the other bad thing that could happen is like if you're going from boxing to MMA, obviously you're not used to takedowns and like the impact and stuff on your body, on your joints. So you gotta be careful, and you gotta like stretch and you know, make sure you're keeping everything a little active. You know, I try to do everything at least like once a week or so until I get really, really close. But yeah, like I mainly box, but I do like grapple or kickbox or something once a week, just keep my joints and all that. But I don't know. They have different tactics and skills sets that you can get. But I mean, if you've been around all those types of sports and you know how to adapt and like when you start getting ready, you know, it's not too much of a disadvantage. I would say the biggest advantage too that you get from boxing is, I mean, you get to see guys that only are throwing punches. And whether there's kicks and elbows and everything else, you know, really 90% of what's being thrown is the punches. So you're just used to by like tenfolds of seeing like thousands of more punches come at you, and you just know how to handle it a lot better. And I mean, it makes it easier to see when people are shooting and all that when you have full control of the striking. Because to me, if you look at the best guys in the world right now, they're all best MMA guys in the world right now. They're all like really good boxers, like Peter Yan for say, he's a really good boxer, but like he'll be in his boxing stance and you'll see him throw like a double kick all of a sudden, get that kick up to the head. You know, guys who can have that type of flexibility in their joints and stuff, that have the boxing skill but have that type of flexibility and everything, be able to grapple and a kick and all that, are like really successful. And I feel like I can do that really well. Same type of thing, same type of style like Peter Yan, like that. But I think I'm just a little bit longer and faster, to be honest.
Julian, where are you doing your boxing training at?
I train at my gym I work at, my home gym. It's
Okay.
Ultimate Combat Training Center.
Okay.
With coach Sione Pua. But then I also go to, it's called Louis, but now it's they're changing the name to City Center Boxing. That's what it was back in the day, and now they're rechanging and re-putting it. But yeah, it's called the City Center Boxing. It's in the Swartzen Center. And then I work with a coach named Manuel Soto there, Coach Manny.
Nice.
Those two places pretty much mainly.
And then you do your MMA up at the pit, right, with Ramsey?
Yeah, I do my MMA up at the pit, and when I'm getting ready, the MMA fight, I kind of bounce around, go a lot of places. But yeah, my main MMA gym would be the pit, But when I'm getting ready to fight, I grapple a lot too, so I go to combat arts a whole lot as well. So,
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, pit's like my main grappling or my main MMA gym. The combat arts is like my main jiu-jitsu gym, and then Ultimate Combat is like my main boxing gym.
Nice.
My home. Okay.
Do you with you bouncing around all that, do you is it hard or is it pretty easy to get?
Oh, now Zack's breaking up on us.
No,
say that one more time. Sorry.
No, sorry, my bad. I was just saying, you have all these coaches and all these things. Do you feel like it's sometimes a challenge at all to get all of your coaches on the same page of what you're trying to do, or does that kind of work together pretty easily?
No, it really, I've chosen my coaches because we get along and we're like, they have a little personality like me, not too much like me. I'm the jokester, so they're a lot more serious than I am. But yeah, I think we're all on the same page. All my coaches, honestly, when it comes to sport and the game, they all think like me. My boxing coach, he's been my only main coach. So a lot of the way he thinks, I think about things. But then same thing with my grappling coaches, and my MMA coach, Ramsey, he's cool with everybody and everything. He's used to, bouncing around, seeing different styles, and he's, worked with those guys too. He's worked with my boxing coach. He knows my grappling coach pretty well. So I think everybody gets along good, and we keep it on the same page. I kind of coordinate everything out and kind of have to keep it 150 with myself a lot of the time. I have to coordinate, what's going on, what's going good, and what's going bad. I listen to everything that they're saying, and I think it works out really good. We have a good formula. I think I have a really, really good plan and thing going on here in Salt Lake. And, not too many people around have a team like I do, have the boxing coach, the MMA coach, the grappling coach, the strength and conditioning coach, so I got all that, and it all ties together good. It's definitely I'm not rich enough and got enough money to sit there and tell everybody what they got to do and tell everybody what to do. I kind of do what they're saying and kind of work around that. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I have to decide what's best for me, and what I'm doing when there's so many different coaches going on. That's why I say I have to keep it 100 and keep it honest with myself when I'm training.
So another follow-up question with that. So are your goals in combat sports, are they more, is your boxing there to help you with your MMA, or is your MMA there to help your boxing? What's your ultimate goal?
Yeah, that's a good question. You could say that for sure. To be 100 and completely honest, I have to go with my day one plan and what I've been doing, and I kind of scurry away from it. But my number one plan is to be, a MMA world champion, a mixed martial arts world champion. Okay. And as much as I want to deny everything else I got going on, with my grappling, with the boxing and everything, where I've been gifted and skilled is definitely the MMA world. So no, it's kind of like one of those things people tell you can't do stuff, so you want to go do it. I'm a little hoodlum, so it was like that my whole life, and it's kind of like the boxing thing right now. People tell me they want to box, say I probably shouldn't, so it makes me want to box a little bit more. But in reality, yeah, I'm boxing to make my MMA better at the end of the day. But on top of that, if you look at what's going on in the world, there's boxing has got a lot of money in it, and like we talked before, I want to be at the end of the day a prize fighter and fight for a lot of money. So I think if I can, I have this low key plan in my head. If I keep competing and keep winning, get my record up to 7-10-0 in boxing, and just kind of leave it there, and I could do that pretty easy. It's pretty active with the shows they got going on here. They got enough shows to keep me pretty good on my toes. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if I can just keep winning, keep getting better at boxing, and keep getting better at MMA, when it's time for the bigger boxing matches, I'll have the money to really get the sparring partners into training. And really, that's what I think is most important, is just like going up with my sparring partners, getting better and better sparring partners, and better training. I think my training is pretty good, but more about the sparring partners and all that. You gotta have money to pay people to show up and do that. And you got like, depending on who it is, I have to find sparring partners that are at the level that I'm trying to compete at. And once the money gets high in boxing, the skill level gets pretty high up there too. So I'm gonna have to be paying some pretty good guys, to come down and pretty much fight with me.
So Julian, circling back to your fight this Friday night, what do you know about your opponent?
It's his pro debut as well. He's got a couple amateur boxing matches and stuff, but he's from Inglewood, California. He's from the hood. So he started training up, moved to Vegas and started training up there. Wanted to make his pro boxing debut, and then he found out there's an MMA fighter wanting to make the pro boxing debut. So he's thinks it's gonna be an easy night for him.
He don't know what he's walking into.
We know it's not going to be an easy night for him.
Yeah. Not going to be an easy night.
You don't really know. He just thinks I'm an MMA guy. So hopefully, if he's watching this, he knows he's got something a little more coming for him. You don't
want to scare him. You don't want to pull it out now.
Yeah. Exactly. So
is it?
I don't know. I don't think the dude has any social media. To be honest with you, I couldn't find him anywhere on anything. So.
There seems to be a lot of guys lately that I've seen that are not active on social media, and it's like, come on, guys, like this is how you get your name out there.
I know. I'm like the last dude I fought too. I mean, he has social media and everything, but he wasn't like the biggest on it. He wasn't always like posting stuff. So kind of can't wait till I get somebody who's more in tune with what we're doing, and who's down to like talk some crap and like post some stuff up. That type of shit. That hypes me up when I see other people working. I see somebody saying they're running like this many miles. I'll go run double the distance. One time when I was younger, Ryder Campo, I was calling him out, and then me and him were gonna fight or something.
Yep.
And then what's it called? I didn't know if he was really taking me serious, and then he posted a picture, and he's like, "I hope you're Julian Ruiz. Hope you're training. I spent my New Year's running 6.8 miles or some like 4.8 miles or something like that." And then I was at my house right when I read that. I got up and I like ran up this canyon. I'm from Vernal, so there's this place called like Dry Fork, and it's like a huge, pretty far canyon from where my house was and back. And I think I ran like a ridiculous like 7 or 8 miles or something like that. Like I remember like literally passing. I had my phone on me too, so there's like literally 5 different times where I stopped and was gonna call my sister to come pick me up, and I was like, "No, fuck that, keep running." And I went home, and just in my head, I think I posted something, but I didn't have like that many followers. I was from Vernal and all that. I'm sure he had a lot more people looking at his stuff than me. But then I posted about it, and it, like in the back of my mind, I was like satisfied. I was, had that fire dug in me, and when people post stuff like that, it really fires me up. So hopefully, I can get somebody more in tune with what's going on.
So not looking past your boxing pro debut this weekend. We do have you scheduled to fight on the Fierce Fighting Championship for April 30th.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
So maybe we should get your future opponent, whenever that's a done deal and signed, on the podcast with you and let you guys interact that way. What do you think?
Yeah, we can definitely interact that way. I mean, he's the type of person, he seems like a cool guy, and I like the dude, but he seems like, well, he's the type of person, I don't really get along with, and I don't get along with cops too well. So, well, you can definitely get him on the podcast with me.
We won't drop any names yet till it's official and it's signed, but yeah, we'll that could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's in tune with what's going on. It seems like a little bit, but
I got 2 questions for you, and then we'll let you get out of here.
Okay.
1, who's your favorite boxer right now? Active boxer right now. And 2, has anybody tried to steal your car lately? If you circle back and listen to our podcast we did with Julian, well, actually it was with Marco and you jumped in there.
Oh yeah, it was.
Julian told a story about somebody taking his car and he found it. So yeah, has anybody tried to steal your car, and who is your favorite boxer right now?
All right. The first one, has anybody tried to steal my car? No. I think that video, scared everybody, and all the homeless people around here and stuff, know me. And did I tell you guys the story that the dude that stole the car actually came back?
No.
Did I tell you guys that?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, everybody around here, all the homeless community around my neighborhood, they know who I am now because of that dude. And so, yeah, I guess he's like popular with these guys or something. But he came up to me, and I was teaching a private lesson in my garage early in the morning, like super, super early. Like I'm talking like 6 a.m. And then I put the garage up to, because I think it was during the summer. It's pretty warm, not too bad. And then all of a sudden I see somebody coming up with the bike, and I'm like, what the hell? And I kind of like squinting, looking, and I had to double take, and I was like, that's him. That's that motherfucker. So I took off I had my pads on, I threw one off, and I was like, you just don't fucking get it, do you? And he's like, oh, no, stop. And was like begging for the forgiveness. And I was like, what? And then he's like, kind of just telling me how everybody's out to get him, how people are looking for him, the cops are looking for him, all this shit. And because, I told you I give him his bike back. He was like, kind of like was happy about me giving him the bike and wanted to apologize and gave me this big old, sob story and everything. And then I was working with somebody at the time, literally, so I was just gonna knock his ass out and then go right back to her, go right back to hold his pads. But then I was like, all right, cool. He's like sitting there going, and I was like, I don't got time for all this shit. And I was like, all right, bro, you did what you did. It's all good. Really worked out all right because you fucked up my car, and then my insurance paid for some stuff that you fucked up that I already needed to get done on it, whatever. So, yeah, it's all good. And then I was like, God bless you, bro. And I hit his shoulder like that. And when I said God bless and I hit his shoulder, he's like started crying. He saw how I was like being nice to him and everything. So yeah, no, I haven't. But no, I haven't had my car stolen. Somebody got in my brother's car the other day. My neighbor came out yelling shit. That, and then what was the other question again?
Who's your favorite boxer right now? Active boxer.
Oh, active boxer right now.
Yeah,
I like
right now.
Obviously Canelo, but Virgil Ortiz. I like his style the most. Okay. He's from Texas. He's close to where I'm from. I know his coach, or one of his original coaches. We talked and worked together in Texas too. So I'm a real big fan of his. So probably Virgil Ortiz for sure. Cool.
Sweet. Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, I'd like to give all my main sponsors. First and foremost, you already know the water wellness. They take good care of me. Help me out with the bunch. Oh, freak! I always get blacked out on this time for this.
All good.
Nutrition. These guys always helping me out. Taking care of me. I have like 2 more main ones, but I can't think of them right now.
It's all good.
Shout out my Instagram. If you guys don't know, my Instagram at the moment is it's hacked. So if you guys get a random message from me saying I need help, in general, you probably should already think that's weird because if you get a message, it's not me. It's a scammer or anybody who's friends with me on my friend page. A lot of people got hacked and stuff. So yeah, if you get a message, somebody's asking for help, it's not me. But my new one is Coach J _10K. and I'll
Sweet.
probably change it back to King Julian 10,000 because I think the dude who stole my my page, he changed the name anyway, so now I think I can use it again.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Dope.
you guys know.
You need to find the guy who's stealing everybody's pages. You need to
I don't
roll up
know.
on that guy.
When they find out that dude, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of him. I'm gonna beat him worse than the dude who stole the damn car.
Oh, I love it.
I'm
If
like
you guys haven't got your tickets, reach out to Julian. Get your tickets this Friday night. We will be there. Julian, good luck, man. We will see you Friday night.
Yep. Thank you guys. I appreciate being on the show.
John.
Yeah,
Bump time. We'll see you.
Shouting out my boy right there, Bub Time and Juan. My two brothers, they're gonna be fighting alongside with me as I make my pro debut. I'm honored to fight with them, but like seriously, this is probably gonna be one of the biggest cards I've ever had here in Utah. Me and John on the same card, and my boy Juan.
Love it.
My boy Juan, you guys gotta watch out for him when we talk about levels to the boxing shit. As far as active people right now, he's on another level than everybody else. You know,
Sweet.
Me and John running trying to catch up, but we're getting there. Especially him, he's about to be 4-0. So.
Cool.
Love it.
You
We'll
know,
see you Friday night, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, let me know about the tickets, guys. Ultimate Combat, I'm gonna be there. $40 GA, 60 VIP. Coach Julian _ 10K. See you guys.
We out.
We
Later.
out.